Stallions? It's Big Al. Welcome to another dumb sports show. Dak got stupid paid. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about some NFL cuts, talk about some basketball, some bullshit in basketball, actually. We'll talk about some college football, and then at the end, I'll give you a list. Big Al's top 5 chain restaurants. This one's a doozy. As you can see, I'm a bigger man, so I definitely love to eat. And we bring a new segment back. Before football season, of course, I had all these segments. Now, football season's over. I need to get back into it. So, segments are back. All right, let's get into it. Dak Prescott, 4 years, $160 million. I don't even know where to begin on this. 4 years, $160 million. Dak Prescott is making $40 million a year. Let's go over the list. All right, so you got Patrick Mahomes with his crazy $500 million deal over the course of 10, 14 years, whatever that was. He's making $45 million average a year. Dak Prescott now is the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL at $40 million a year. I think it's Russell Wilson next at 39, or Deshaun Watson 39. Russell Wilson's at 35. Aaron Rodgers is at 33. Dak's not better than any of those quarterbacks. For sure not Patrick Mahomes. Didn't get paid more than him. Got paid more than Deshaun, Russ, and Aaron Rodgers. He's for sure not better than any of those quarterbacks. Keep going down the list. You got Kirk Cousins, I think, makes $33 million a year. He's better than Kirk Cousins. I'll give him that. Matt Ryan makes $30 million a year. And then the list just keeps going down and down from there. But, I mean, he's a good quarterback. He's a franchise quarterback for someone. For $160 million, hell no. Hell no. $160 million for Dak Prescott. $40 million a year. First of all, this guy's coming off one of the worst injuries I've seen. His foot was turned sideways. His bone was sticking through his skin. Like, Alex Smith took 2 years to recover from this. I know Dak's not as old as Alex Smith, but damn. He's got to recover from that. He is not. For one playoff win, he's got one playoff win in 4 or 5 years. That's insane. Now, let's go over. I'm not going to be a hater the whole time. Dak deserves some money. He was a third-round draft pick, so he's probably making less than $1 million a year. I don't know what his incentives look like on a rookie third-round pick contract, but, I mean, 4 years, $160 million. The thing that jumps out initially about this contract to me is that franchises are afraid to search for a franchise quarterback. The Steelers kind of showed it a little bit by bringing Ben back for 18th season, and I kind of thought, it's kind of hard to find a franchise quarterback, especially with the 24th overall pick in the draft. The Cowboys are somewhere in the middle, like 12, 11, something like that. It's hard to find a franchise quarterback. Dak Prescott is a franchise quarterback. That's fine. Dak Prescott is not the second best quarterback in the league, which is what his salary says. That is for sure not the case. So this tells me franchises are scared to find new franchise quarterbacks. Now, we know it's hard. We know there's 4 or 5 elite quarterbacks and then a bunch of bums. And then there's some guys in the middle that are average that won't win you Super Bowls, but they'll win games. So you look at Dak Prescott, where does he land among those? Is he the second best? I mean, they won one playoff game in 20 years. I mean, the Cowboys have paid everyone except Dak. Now they finally paid Dak, and it's absurd. An absurd amount of money. I'm usually a pro player too, so this is just baffling to me. But the fact that the Cowboys overpaid for this guy to keep him in the building, to not have to go search for a franchise quarterback. I mean, quarterbacks have all the leverage. He had one good year. That year they went, 13-3. They got beat by the Packers in the playoffs, but I think they went 13-3. They were like the best team in the league. They were looking legit. Him and Zeke were going off. That line was the best in the league. And then Aaron Rodgers comes in and ruins the party. But 4 years, $160 million. It's hard to justify the second best quarterback in the league. I saw another tweet from Adam Schefter that said this is like a precursor to the huge NFL TV deal that is coming, because the NFL's got this new 10-year, several billion-dollar contract coming from different TV networks. You got CBS throwing $1 billion at it, and NBC's throwing $1 billion at it. ESPN wants to get back into the Super Bowl stuff, so broadcasting the Super Bowl, so they're throwing $1 billion at. Everyone's throwing $1 billion at the NFL to get games. And right now you've only got a couple networks doing it. You got NBC does the Sunday night games, CBS and Fox do the morning afternoon games, and ESPN does the Monday night game. Now Amazon Prime wants in. Like, there's going to be so much money coming into the NFL from these networks. It's insane. This is just a precursor to that, because every time money comes into the NFL, more players get the money. It's a revenue share. The CBA has them as a revenue share. I forgot what the split is. It's like 51-49 owners, players. So the NFL makes money, ticket sales, hot dogs, beer, all that stuff. Then the players make money, the owners make money. Everybody wins, right? So the salary cap goes up whenever the NFL makes money. More players get money. This year, you think COVID, no fans in the stands, no nachos sales, no beer sales, no ticket sales, no jersey sales. Where's all this money coming from? It's coming from this big ass TV contract that's going to revolutionize like sports and TV combined. So that's coming. What he meant by the tweet was that this TV deal could be even bigger than we thought. For them to pay Dak 4 years, $160 million as maybe like the 7th best quarterback, 8th best quarterback. I don't even know if he's top 10 actually. I don't know. I can't sit here and name 10 better quarterbacks than him like off the top of my head, but if I put a list together, I could probably put him in like 9 or 10. All right, so that's the Dak deal. That's what I think about the Dak deal. I did 6 minutes on Dak Prescott. There we go. My wife's a Cowboys fan. She would appreciate that. Other quarterbacks in the NFL, we got Ryan Fitzpatrick. Why is he not signed to a team yet? I think he got one call. He got a call from the Broncos. Like, not enough teams are in a good enough position to pass up on Ryan Fitzpatrick, who came in as like a relief quarterback for the Dolphins last year. Two would play 3 terrible quarters, and Ryan Fitzpatrick come in and save the day. Not enough teams are in a good position to like not call Ryan Fitzpatrick. I wish the Steelers didn't sign Dwayne Haskins because I would want Ryan Fitzpatrick in Pittsburgh for sure. But teams like the Patriots, I mean, the Broncos called, so that's good. I mean, teams that are struggling for a quarterback, get him in Jacksonville. I mean, have him train Trevor Lawrence. That's the guy that trains all the quarterbacks. He trained Tua last year. That's the guy, the quarterback trainer. Get him in there. More people need to get on Ryan Fitzpatrick because the Fitz magic comes through. That's a couple wins right there. Teams it doesn't make sense to me. Maybe more will heat up. The league year starts March 17th. So today is March 8th. Tomorrow will be March 9th. We got a week. Just over a week until the league year starts. And then stuff pops off. Diana Rossini at ESPN said this year's going to be a massacre because of the low salary cap. It's not like it didn't go down, but it didn't go up as it should have with ticket sales and everything like that. So there's going to be a massacre of salary cap cuts that people are just going to look at veterans and they're going to be like, yeah, don't need you anymore. I got a guy that can do it on a rookie contract for little to nothing, right? I talk too much NFL. This is a sports show. Talking a ton of NFL. Cuts are coming. Carlos Dunlap gets cut today. Richie Incognito. We got a bunch of guys getting cut. Let's talk basketball, the thing that's actually going on. The NBA is such colossal bullshit. It's like baseball now. You look at baseball, the Dodgers have the best starting rotation of all time with Clayton Kershaw, Trevor Bauer, David Price, and Walker Buehler. Now you got Blake Griffin is headed to the Nets. That's the most freaking... Oh my God, I can't even... I'm so mad just thinking about it because the Bucks like ran the East the past 2 years, even though they didn't make the finals at all, but that's whatever. But Blake Griffin to the Nets is just like... How's the NBA going to block Chris Paul from going to the Lakers, 10, 15 years ago, whenever that was? And now, like, oh yeah, everyone can congregate in freaking Brooklyn. Everyone can congregate in Golden State. Everyone can congregate in Miami. Like, how are you going to be that inconsistent? Adam Silver's actually done a great job with the NBA too. He was one of the most loved commissioners in sports right now, especially what they did COVID in the bubble, 0 positive tests in like 5 months of basketball, whatever it was, dude. I mean, Blake Griffin and the Nets, like, you got to stop it at some point. And he hasn't been like the Blake Griffin of old, but I mean, he played for the Pistons. You get him in there with James Harden, Kevin Durant, and Kyrie Irving. This is going to start freaking balling out again. Lob City's going to go to Brooklyn. Isn't there a salary cap in basketball? Like this, there's no way these guys just afford Blake Griffin too. Basketball's becoming freaking stupid. Just like baseball, no salary cap. The Dodgers get the best starting freaking rotation in the history of the world. Fuck baseball and fuck basketball. All right, I promised you a segment resurrected from the past. All right, Snap of the Week. Who remembers Snap of the Week? Here we go. Snap of the Week, baby. That's probably loud as shit for you. Sorry. Snap of the Week. We've got Les Miles, the head coach for Kansas football. Now, we all know Les Miles as the LSU coach that I kind of brought up LSU in his glory days the last 10, 15 years, but he was fired a couple years ago. I think he was fired. But he won a couple national championships. He coached Tyrann Mathieu. He coached Patrick Peterson. He coached Like all these LSU guys from recent, right? So Les Miles started coming out that at LSU, he was actually turning into Bobby Petrino. Now let me explain Bobby Petrino. Bobby Petrino was the Arkansas head coach that was having an inappropriate relationship with a student at Arkansas, and they didn't find out until he got in a motorcycle accident with, I think she was on the back of the motorcycle. Don't quote me on this. I should really research my stuff. But she was on the back of the motorcycle, and there's that legendary picture of him with like a neck brace on in a press conference, and he's like lying about it, but the police report had her on the bike and everything like that. So this dude Bobby Petrino'd himself by having not inappropriate relationships, but he was acting inappropriately with the college girls at LSU. I mean, snap that away. Snap it away. Inappropriate. That dude's like 60. He's 60 something. He's having inappropriate relationships with students. That's freaking weird, man. This was at LSU, so now he's at Kansas, and he just got fired right now. And mutually agreed to part ways. Yeah, your ass got fired. I hate when they say mutually agreed to part ways. He said, "Can I keep my job?" And they were like, "No." How do you get fired from Kansas football? Kansas football is like, I think they went like several years without winning a game in the Big 12. Sorry, get confused with the stupid bigs. They went like several years without winning a game in the Big 12 of football. And of course, they're a basketball school, but like, I was confused why he went there, and he was just taking a job, I guess. And then now he got fired from Kansas football for not even anything football related, but him being inappropriate with freaking college girls. What a piece of shit. All right. It's list season still. Top 5 chain restaurants. Here we go. I know how to eat, trust me. Number 5. I think there's kind of a flow to these, so you kind of get like where I'm coming from. Chain restaurants. I mean, it's not your typical mom and pop shop, obviously. Number 5, Chili's. I can get down some chili appetizers. All right. It's not the greatest. I'll give it number 5. Couldn't think of anything else to put up there. But Chili's. Not bad. I'll go there. Couple drinks. The table side chips and guac. They literally make the guac like at the table. Good stuff. Their buffalo chicken salad's actually really good. It's like buffalo wings on a salad, or buffalo chicken tenders on a salad. I think it has a lot of sentimental value to me because my wife and I, when we were dating, we would get Chili's buffalo chicken salads and then watch Game of Thrones together. It was pretty fun. Very nerdy, but that's who I am. Number 4, Buffalo Wild Wings. I actually like Buffalo Wild Wings. They're not bad. Some coated chicken nuggets. I like boneless wings, but that's just me. Buffalo Wild Wings at number 4. Applebee's at number 3. I love Applebee's. Applebee's is freaking bomb. They have what's the thing I always get? The pretzels and beer cheese. So good. Oh my gosh, appetizers. I guess I just get appetizers at all these places. Applebee's, so good. I know they microwave their food. I've had friends that work there. They all say they microwave their food. I couldn't care less. I love Applebee's. Number 2, even better, Tgi Fridays. Now this kind of sucks. I didn't have a Tgi Fridays around me growing up. But when I became an adult, like now I've got one that we go to all the time. TGI Fridays is so good. They're freaking potato skins. Oh my God, it can't be beat. Actually, they can, because this one is beating them. Texas Roadhouse. So good. I love me some Texas Roadhouse. First of all, the rolls. I could eat 6 rolls before my freaking food even comes. And then you got appetizers, the rattlesnake bites. That's like little pepper jack cheese deep fried in a ball. Oh my God, it's so good. And then what else you got? The bloomin' onion is good. Well, I guess it's not a bloomin' onion at there. That's at Outback Steakhouse, which didn't make my list over Chili's, which is pathetic. But Texas Roadhouse takes the cake. My favorite chain restaurants. Let me know what lists you want me to do. This is just my opinion, so if you don't like it, then you can go watch someone else's show. All right. Thanks, guys. Love always. Remember, Iowa sucks.